Hey guys, September 29th, 2022 was what this picture's about. In this video, I'm going to repair the room underneath the trees.
Hey guys, happy holidays. Yeah, what you're looking at now is one of the last walls that we have left. And I've actually got to take this wall off, or take this sheetrock off, and figure out where the beams are again, remark the beams. It was kind of uniquely built in the back here. So I've got to figure them out, mark them. So I'll be taking off the beam, I'll be taking off the sheetrock, putting it back on, re-securing it, fully securing it, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mud it and get it done. This week, I've got the use of this room. This used to be our temporary bedroom, but this week I've got the use of the room so I can finish it, and that includes sealing paint, sealing spackling, sealing texturing, wall paint, wall texturing, wall paint, and it is getting another paint. This was years ago. And floor was destroyed during the hurricane. And as you can see right here, up here is where we had, actually at the end of Hurricane Ian, we had 5 trees poking in at us. So anyhow, I'm kind of gonna get started. Yeah, for a bit of a closer look, this is what I've got. The roof actually collapsed right in this area, and there were 5 very big trees poking through. Get the staples. Yeah, this guy has, I think it has a wood cross beam here, and I just need to temporarily get this up. The last time I identified some of the beams, but I didn't do very well since I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5, 6, yeah, that's 7 screws on it. It's going to take me a second to do that, but just in details, we got things like holes in here. This is an awful paint color, by the way, and this was actually put on by me a long time ago. And this was when paints were getting fancy and stuff. I have that fancy brush making kit. But up there was a problem. And then also over here, because it rained inside this room, it turned out this was starting to turn color, mold up. I guess it's mold up. It was saturated. It turned out my roof had failed in many different ways, and we had 12 trees or so, I think. Okay, so what happens is the water came down, and after it did all that stuff, it found the path of least resistance. It got underneath we had tiling in here, got underneath the tiling, and actually started to turn, started to grow mold. And so I actually, I took care of a lot of that by pulling everything off, the underlayment and all. And I have access to the bottom side of this down below, and I could see the watermarks like right in here and stuff. Sorry, that's Fuzz. That's Buffy Fuzz and Pumpkin Fuzz. And she just wants to get a cameo in here. So here she is. Yeah, say hi, Buff. All right, that was enough. So I'm going to take the panel off now. This is what I was looking at right here. This was my problem. There was no more stud going from here to here. So 17 inches down, there's no stud. Fortunately, I survived. This is what happens when, I don't know, I guess I have a faulty ladder here. I was just stepping on it and it flipped down. And yeah, I know it's supposed to be locked. It was locked. Holy cow. Huh. That was weird. You missed it. I've literally taken this panel out to redo it. I'm gonna actually, I don't like the way it looks. Because I put it in temporarily a while back. And my ladder collapsed on me. Ladder collapse. Why? Anyhow, let's see if I can figure out my ladder. So it really is in there solid enough. I've tested it, but I guess, and I know how it works, I guess these connectors here, one of them or both of them weren't working. This will fall down my head in a minute as soon as I move. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? As soon as I move. Here we go. So yeah, like I was saying, I do not have any insulation in here. So it's really important to kind of show you what's up. What happened is trees fell through here. That's where the new plywood is. It was OSB before. You can see it goes on. I don't think they broke any of the trusses, but at any rate, there's new ones on and they're all hurricane strapped, which is good. Yeah. I'm looking actually over there. I think there's insulation there because I stuffed insulation up here so that eventually we could do this. Yeah. All right, because we have the plates. These things go up here and allow air to flow through. So if you look at it, it goes like this. And they'll stay up there. You actually press them in on the nails coming in from the roof. And they'll stay. And I need insulation. So I'm going to go ahead and take this wonderfully dynamic ladder and move about 4 feet. And go upstairs and see if I have any insulation that I can finish this corner off. What we're doing, let's see if I can show you. I'm going to replace this section. Well, I'm actually going to relayer it over there. We have rodent damage, and that's because, well, when the trees fell through and we had to abandon the house, guess who moved in? Anyhow, I'll replace this stuff. Replace the stuff right where we're sitting on, and then get a good idea where all this stuff is. make sure. I think I have another vent. Yeah, right there. Sorry, I'm sitting here moving you around. And I'll get that vent in there. We got a lot of vents, so I think we're pretty good. Looks like an animal's been here for a long time, so this is right, yeah. And it looks really old, so I'll take care of that too. Yeah. This is how my dogs respond to me working in the back. Of course, the place is a mess now because we had to pull a bunch of stuff out, integrate it, and everything else. Life is tough. Without killing myself again. This is from the tree. All right, we could probably make it work. It needs it. That one needs it right there. Okay, you put it down far enough that it's beyond where the insulation goes. And if you can find stuff like that, all right, there we go. Okay for that. I saw that whole pack of these things were like 30 bucks. There's like 12 of them. So they're actually putting premiums on everything nowadays. I like. I'm gonna measure it from up here and stuff it in and then staple it. Most of it's over there, so this thing will set in right away. I actually think got everything in here. What can I see? Just a little bit more. Okay, that's right, I was going to put wood there. Next step is to straighten that edge. Oh yeah, remember these sleepy guys? Took a break to have lunch. She's still laying there, but her eyeballs are moving. Shows your best begging face. No, she's not doing it. Okay. There we go. See her setting, she's focused. It pretty much lines up pretty well here. It had a bow in it. Took me a while. And I ended up screwing up some stuff, but that'll all tape over. I was off by a ½ inch on my length measurement. So I'll use my famous equalizer But my shoulder's hurting me right now, so I need to take about 10 minutes before I try again. Looks worse than it is. I need to, gap's not there anymore. Same here. There's a little bit of a gap on the top, but I've managed to get it so it fits in between. Taping should be pretty good. Yeah. Anyhow, it took me about an hour and a half to get it right. It's just a lot of little fiddly stuff. And I had a company quote me to fix this stuff. And I would have done it if my insurance didn't decide that they weren't going to actually be my insurance company. Basically, they balked at anything and said our house wasn't hurt and all this stuff, and we had to fight them in the courts. But yeah, they were going to put a 4x8, just cut it out. Same thing on the other side, and then completely cover it and do everything and paint the rooms and everything, which I thought was great, and the price was cheap. But then Hurricane Helene came in, and then Hurricane Milton came in, and the insurance company paid out finally, but now my mortgage company and my attorneys are fighting over where the money goes and who gets paid before they even get to me. So just keep that in mind. But this is where we're at. And I'll finish it today, tomorrow. That's my target, is to have it all spackled and ready to paint. Okay. Day one. All right, another 20 minutes later, we pretty much got it done. I'm anyway. We still got a couple of screws down there. Biggest problem was finding more of those staples. There's actually a couple staples there and there. So I did this yesterday. I'm probably going to redo that, not take it apart, but just add a second coat using that new tool I bought, the corner tool. And then same thing. All I have to do is roll a couple of coats on it. Yeah, hey everyone. This is day 3. Most of the stuff's dried up and all that. But I suffered an accident yesterday evening when I was putting my tools away. I actually tripped over the board I was using for a cutting edge when I cut that. I didn't even see it. It was in the dark, so I felt pretty bad. As you can see on my left foot down here, it's all swollen on one side. But it's starting to feel a little bit better. I wasn't going to do anything today, but now I'm thinking, it's not too bad. I won't be doing a whole lot of the climbing, so I'll probably limit myself to, metering is put the second coat on, metering it out, and maybe on this side, wow, look, it's still wet, some of it, start sanding this, see if I can get this board done. There's a few other things up here that look like I could knock them down and get them going. I probably won't do the top coat today. Yes, we've got help. Probably won't do the top coat today. It just depends, because I'm going to have to take a lot of breaks, because this foot does hurt, even if it's... I can walk on it right now. I couldn't 2 hours ago, so here we go. All right, good morning. This is day 4. Actually, I didn't do anything on day 3 but mud. One tape joint that was level because not the biggest mixer. But I'm going to run it around because all I want to do is I want to make sure this mud's good right away. I haven't used it in a couple months. It's been sitting on the porch. Figured out editing. It's pretty much like buttermilk right now. Consistency's good, but it may be a little bit hard to spread, and that's what I want. I want flow. Like this. Make it nice and even. What I do?
This is Christmas come early, huh? Sorry, I still got a hurt foot, but Merry Christmas, everyone. It's like the dogs got theirs. Cute. Is that yours? You're looking pretty pained there, Buff. Pumpkin Pie's got it. You're funny. Alright. So she's in her element now. That's Pumpkin Pie. That's a toy hawk if I ever saw one. Are we good? Is that good? Is that really cool?
Can't believe how good this looks right now. Done a little bit over there, a little bit over here. Getting there, getting there. My biggest problem is I'm forgetting there's some holes. Like I can see one right there. I forgot completely about down in the bottom. All right. So that's the end of part one. It's mid-January now, and as I was editing it, I realized it was a lot more than I thought I was going to have. So if you want to see part two, it'll be out next week. If you get a chance, subscribe, comment, like, share it. I'm doing these videos actually more for my personal evolution than just for you guys, but I love it to align completely. So anyhow, I hope you're having a great new year, and this is Dave from Saving Our Sanctuary, and I am out.